Hello folks, this is Skunkman001, aka Pete the Skunkman, and today is our how-to video on mining underwater. As you can see, I have this down to a science. Yes, I'm all under the ocean here, and what I'm going to do is show you is that a lot of people will set up their quarries, and they will forget that there are valuable resources in here. As you can see, I went through the trouble of already laying out my landmarks and did all the initial tunneling. I got my world anchor here all set up, so let's first set up our quarry. There you go. As you can see, the quarry lays out, it'll take out up 5 sections out of here, 5 layers. So what you want to do first is once you set your quarry up, and let me put my tesseract here. Get your item tesseract. Make sure this is all preset. Send only. Set frequency. Okay. That's done. And what you want to do is tunnel. Take out the first 2 layers of cobble here and stuff. Because what's going to happen is, once you start the mining operation, it'll destroy all this. And now this is going to tunnel here for a little bit. As you can see, there's the resources. Now, what you have to be careful is, make sure you get the stuff out of the ceiling, but be careful that, when water starts coming down, that you plug it. So it's advised that you keep some cobble on you to plug up all the holes. And also while you're at it, you get all this in the ceiling out. There you go. So, I'm not going to show you all this, but I just want to show you how to do this without, flooding your mine out, and you get a lot of good resources here. And what you want to do is once you start uncovering here, be careful that you don't punch a hole through here, because there are some spots that might be shallow, and you'll get flooding in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here for a moment, and I'll come back later when I have this all done out. Okay folks, I'm back here, and as you can see, first 2 layers are gone. Depending on the size of what you're quarrying out, this could take, maybe an hour to 2 hours. I've done big ones where it took me 2 hours just to get this upper section done. Well, the next phase is you just start going around and picking the stuff out of the floor now. Because as you can see, sort this. Look at what I've already gotten, stacks of coal, and yeah, I did have some breakthroughs. But I went on top of the surface. That's why you try to save a stack or 2 of cobble, is to, top off the, upstairs and block off the water. But I usually do is go put it on the bottom if it's going to be a continuous break. So in other words, if you're getting sand down and you're in a big sand field, I just take all this cobble and just cover the sand. So that way you got sand, you get a ton of sand for doing all your, making glass and stuff. And I use a enchanted obsidian paxel because it saves the trouble of keeping 3 different tools with you all the time. Paxels are great. And get over it, and you just get all this now. Now you don't have to worry about picking up cobble or gravel or dirt. Just get all this. Also, while you're at it, you check in the ceiling to make sure to get whatever ores you could get to. over here. I usually recommend try going a circular pattern when you initially dig this out. And also look what I've uncovered. Looks like a mine shaft or a possible ravine, starting of a ravine here. I've ran into that. And shoot, let me get rid of this cobble real fast. There we go. I know this is, some of you complain, oh, you're wikiing all this, or, you know, and stuff. It's like, you know what? When you're doing this part of the mining, it beats trying to run all the way back to your base to unload stuff. Now the object here is you only want to go down after this to the next 3 layers picking up the ores. That's all you want to do, because once you get down to the floor level, you're going to, you know, you're going to have the quarry pick it up. So, okay, let me go now, start up the quarry. Oops, come on. Yeah, there we go. And now, as you can see, the quarry, oh man, my eye itches all of a sudden. Quarry starts deleting. Now what I showed you was there was all those resources that, you know, would have been deleted too. You might think, oh, that ain't much. Well, hey, by the time I get done with this, you'll see how much resources go. Again, you don't want to go down too far with this. See, look at this. It all depends on you what you save, want to save and stuff. If you don't care about saving amber or, you know, any other sort, you know, quartz here, then yeah, go then let it delete. I know you need quartz and all that stuff. Amber, I find you can make into decorative blocks. But it's all this, you know, basic, you know, iron, copper. I mean, look at that. That's all resources you would be wasting away. See, look at this. This is all resources. Again, checking the ceiling. And if you got the power claw, it's a good idea. Let me shift out of this. Is hook it up with, okay, where are you? With the light source. This will try to keep the mobs from, you know, coming out and stuff. Throw some on the back wall here. You know, spawning mobs and stuff. Okay, see, look at this. I found, geez. All this would have been all waste. You know, you would delete all this and then be kicking yourself because now you got to go back and, you know, you're working on something, all of a sudden you notice, oh shoot, I need some more iron, I need some more coal. Then you got to go, you know, back in the mine, go hunt for it and all that stuff. Oops, fell down there. Now I'm using power armor, that's all decked out. But I'd say if you're going to do this, have some sort of, maybe just do the helmet with night vision and a rebreather. This to keep from dying. And try to get, you know, use a Paxel. You know, you might have to, in some people's cases, if you're starting this, you may just have to use diamond, you know, find whatever and keep a couple Paxels down here. But in the end, this is worth it. This little extra time to work, you know, will be worth it. Okay, I'll be back when I'm down to the bottom here. Welcome back again, folks. And as you can see, we're almost done here. Here's the last slide. This is what you want. This is in the end you want to do. You want to be down on the floor here, because once that happens, boom. And why did that squid just pop out of nowhere? Huh. Yeah, there's one of my breakout spots there I had. Fell down into a cave system. Yes, it's nice what you uncover here. So let's get out of the way here. There we go. And in the end, see, look at all these resources I got. Several stacks of coal, some shards, some amber, here's some osmium, here's some cinnabar, iron, several types of copper, some different types of tin, clay, quartz. So, my nose ditch there. So, I'd say doing it this way is a little time consuming, but it is worth it to get those extra resources, so you don't wind up have to come down trying to find some more osmium because you ran out for your project, especially if you're doing this on a player versus player server. And the other nice thing is, in some sections where it's real thin, and if you set it up just right, you can make yourself a nice killer death trap, as you can see here. Mining underwater is not really difficult. It's just time consuming, and it can be a pain if you don't have the right equipment. Now, since I didn't do a very large area, my paxel actually lasted me. As you can see, normally I burned through this whole pack. If I did a bigger area, I'd burn through this paxel. And I find obsidian paxels work the best. You cut through real fast. The downside is you gotta step back, because when you're cutting through when you're cutting through, it takes 2-3 layers at a time. It will, you could accidentally punch a hole in your ceiling. And we're almost done here. So, like and subscribe to my channel. It would really help out, and because I could bring some more of this. And there we go. And one other thing, I do appreciate comments that are constructive. If somebody has a better process, I'd like to hear about it. But the downside is I can't reply to your comments, because either a bug in YouTube or Google won't let me reply back. Trust me, guys, I've done it several times. It wouldn't work for me, so I may answer your questions on another video. So, alright, I thank you, and bye.